Has released a report on some malfeasance in the management of the District Assembly's Common Fund. It says it's negatively impacting on the lives of persons living with disabilities. The report, launched on Friday, identified challenges with the disbursement of the fund to PLWDs and how they can be addressed.
Article 41 of the Disability Act mandates the National Council on Persons with Disability to propose policies and strategies to enable persons living with disabilities participate in national development. In furtherance of this, the Council, in collaboration with other stakeholders, developed guidelines for the disbursement and management of the 2% share of the District Assembly's Common Fund for persons living with disabilities. The aim of the fund is to reduce poverty and enhance social image of the disabled through dignified labor. However, according to the St. Ghana report, there are a number of reports indicating widespread violations of the guidelines by district assemblies. This, the report indicates, has had serious consequences for persons living with disabilities and their access to needed funds.
For instance, if you read the guideline, it said the fund management should vet and approve. But that is not what is going on, because the DCE believe that he's the overall head of the district, and then once the district assembly common fund, the 2% is for the district, he should have the overall control. So what the fund management committee are now doing is that they are now more or less, after vetting the forms, they send it to the DCE for approval, and that is where the problem is. If we really want to separate these people, then we should also have a second look at the guideline, which allows the farm management to vet and approve. And here is a case that they are saying that no, you cannot approve something for me. I have to do it. That issue needs to be addressed.
Persons living with disabilities were duly represented at the launch, and they intimate the report's findings, if implemented, will help the Federation a great deal.
On paper, it looks very fine. In practice, I think the metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives have not been too helpful. As chief executives at their level at the district, they are supposed to take responsibility for the management of the fund. And you would notice with all these challenges that they are either not interested in disability issues, not bothered about what happens to the 2% common fund. And I think that the regional coordinating councils are also becoming a little disappointing. Is it the case that they are interested in the 98% common fund that goes to the district, but shows no interest in the 2%? Because the regional coordinating councils have a coordinating responsibility, oversight responsibility, and indeed in every regional coordinating council they have a percentage of our district common fund being sent to them to monitor and receive reports. So if they bring reports, do they bring reports on the 2% common fund?
The report also assesses the extent to which implementation guidelines are followed by all stakeholders regarding the management and utilization of the fund. Etonamse, Joy News.